Hello Mouses! There's a couple of things I want to talk about today, both of them involving legal matters, so we're going to get straight into it. The first thing is this thing that's been going on with the manhunt for the Boston bomber, and all of the people on Reddit and 4chan and Facebook doing groups where they've basically sat around and gone, right, well, we're going to look at this evidence and we're going to analyse it and find the people who did it. And we're going to basically play Sherlock Holmes without any of the actual knowledge or the amazing powers that Sherlock Holmes has. And if you think I'm saying that in a way that suggests that these people were rank amateurs at best, it's because clearly they were. They got it wrong. They had to issue apologies for what they've basically done, which is endanger life, which is not good. The people that the police are actually looking for are not the people that all of these would-be sleuths have been looking at and posting personal information about. So just next time, think about what you're doing and the fact that you have no training in what you're doing. And just think, how many lives are you going to ruin when you get it wrong? And you will get it wrong. I'm not saying people can't do amateur investigations. I'm not going to say that ever, because sometimes it works out well. But just remember that you aren't the professionals that you're playing at being, and a lot of the time you'll get it wrong. Speaking of getting it wrong, we have the Rolf Harris issue that's come up today in the British press. Apparently Rolf in December was arrested and questioned under caution as part of Operation U-Tree. If you don't know, Operation U-Tree is the massive police investigation into widespread sex offences, particularly child sex offences, in people that were in the BBC in the 70s and 80s, and continuing now from what I can tell. I'm not entirely certain because it gets a bit sketchy once all of the newspapers have had their say, but it looks like it might be continuing, and the investigation certainly is. And Rolf Harris, who anyone who grew up in the 70s or 80s in Britain knows, because he's a fantastic entertainer who got a lot of people that I know, especially in my generation, who are cartoonists now. He got them into cartooning, but apparently he's been questioned under caution for alleged sex offences, which I think, what the hell? I don't know whether this is part of what is quickly becoming a witch hunt, or whether he's actually done something, or whether he knows something, or what. The information that we have is very, very limited, so we can't really speculate, but a lot of people are anyway, because that's how the world is. The moment that his name came out, a lot of people were suggesting that a lot of his programmes were basically fronts for getting him involved with children. I don't know. I can't say that. I'd like to think it's not that. I'd certainly like to think it's not that, because, oh my goodness, there's another major figure from my childhood, but we just don't know. There's not a lot of information, but the fact is, he was arrested and questioned under caution and put on bail until May. That's a long time to bail someone. Because of the words arrest and question under caution, a lot of speculation come out. I'd just like to point out that most of the time, if you're being asked to help police with their inquiries, they will arrest you so that they can do certain things. It gives you certain rights in questioning. It takes away certain rights as well. If you're arrested, you can't just leave the interview. But at the same time, it has to be recorded, it has to be done formally. You get a lot of structure to the interview to maintain whatever rights you have left. And questioning under caution just basically means they're going to record everything, and if you say something that they want to then use in court, they can, and things like that. It's all very formal, so you can't look at this and say, oh, he was arrested, he must be guilty, because that's not how it works. Yes, the police could have just talked to him, but at the same time, if they really want to just talk to you, they'll arrange an appointment and turn up, or they'll talk to you over the phone. But it doesn't give them a lot of things to use. They can't record that unless they've got your permission. They can't use that as the same sort of evidence with the same sort of weight as they can a formal interview. That's why the arrest and caution. So a lot of the people that are saying, oh, he must be guilty because he got arrested, no, learn what you're talking about before you speak. That's all I want to talk about with that one, because the information isn't available to really say anything else. I'd like to think that this is just because they needed some information from him, but we can't tell, because the police are playing it quite close to their chest. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about today. So thank you very much for watching. If you did like this, remember to click the like button and share it with your friends so that they can see what's been going on in legal world news as well. And do subscribe for future videos because there will be more in the future. But until next time, I've been Zoe Kirk-Robinson. You've been watching the Knob Mouse channel. I'll see you on Monday.